Wi-Fi is better. We're waiting for people to come back into the live. I know this playback is gonna be weird. I just went live like 2 minutes ago, and everybody was saying the Wi-Fi was acting up. So we gonna try this again and see how this is gonna work. We just waiting for some people to come in. Whew, I'm tired, girl. I'm tired. I've been working out all week to push the live out. So it's dead. I should have brought my laptop in here. I should have brought my laptop. Let me see if I can do it from my phone. We're just waiting for, oh, I forgot I don't got that app on here no more. Girl, a hot mess. I'm just waiting for more people to come into the live because I had to get off. It's way better. Okay. I rebooted my phone. The Wi-Fi in the house is working well because the TV is connected to the Wi-Fi, and I went in there and the TV was fine. I don't know if it's the phone. I don't know. So hopefully the Wi-Fi is better. It stays like this. Because if it keep doing what it doing, then we looking like we ain't gonna have no live today. All right, hey, welcome in. I'm just waiting for some more people to come back in because I had to reboot my phone since the Wi-Fi want to act crazy today. But if you're just joining live, we are going to be talking about confidence today. I'm going to be sharing my confidence journey and also sharing some tips on, how to work on your confidence and self-confidence and, going to love yourself as you are. And I am going to be, doing my hair while I do all that. So I'm just waiting for some more people to come in because I know we had like almost 40 people before I had to get off. So we'll wait for a little bit. I wanted to get off of here at like 6 o'clock, but since the internet was acting up, I'll try and get off of here at least around 6:30 or before 6:30. I need to get off here before 6:30. But anywho, as we wait for more people to come in, make sure you like the video, like the live stream, so it can notify everybody to come back to the live because I know I had to get off. Hey, welcome back. Welcome into the live. Welcome into the live. Oh, I didn't know y'all can give emojis. Y'all giving the confetti horn and the hearts and stuff. You might want to get out of this live because this is not that type of live, sir. You might want to leave on your own will. Hey, like I said, if you're just joining the live, we're just waiting for some more people to come in. Dang, we already got 50 people in here. If you're just joining, we'll be talking about confidence today. I'm going to be sharing my confidence journey, tips on how to become confident. And yeah, all that good stuff. I'm gonna also be doing my hair as well, putting it in a puff. Because in my last live stream, I had my beaded mini twists in, or my mini twist with my beads on. So I finally took those out a week ago. Y'all are very ignorant. That's actually wild. I don't feel like dealing with ignorant people today. So let's put you in timeout for 24 hours. Like, we don't got time today. Either come listen to the confidence chat or keep it moving. You're not forced to be here. But that's just the internet. Is your hair real? It's coming out my scalp. It's coming out my scalp. But anywho, let's talk about my confidence journey. So, well, the reason why, let me start over because the last live I was just on, the reason why I had to start it over is because my Wi-Fi was acting crazy. But in that live, I was saying the reason why I am talking about this topic today is because I got a comment on one of my shorts. And I think it was me doing my makeup or me doing my hair or me doing something. And, a lot of people were saying, very beautiful, you're pretty and things like that, which is, I always say thank you when I can. But then I saw this other comment saying, oh, why are you guys praising her? She's just a regular person. She just got a little bit of sparkle or whatever. Or something like that along the lines. I removed the comment because it just screamed very much insecure from that person. But me reading that, it just made me feel like that comment just was, you could tell that person was insecure. So I just wanted to do a live today in regards to confidence. Also, I want to have a moderator in this live. So if you want to be a moderator and you're subscribed to my channel, please come forward. Please come forward as tribute. because we need to get these trolls out of here. We need to get these trolls out of here. If you want to be a moderator, okay, I'll make you a moderator, Leah. Add as moderator. You gotta be on it, Leah. You gotta be on it, cause these people in here, these are crazy. Get them out of here. Boom out. Why did your hair color? Why did your hair color the way? I'm not understanding. I'm not sure if that's a typo. Why did your hair color the way that your hair was? It was cute. I never changed my hair color. My hair color been like this since birth. Anywho, anyway, let me not get sidetracked. If I miss y'all's comments or questions, just give me grace because I am trying to multitask. But as far as my confidence journey, I started working on my well, where did I start at? So I am almost 30 years old. I have never been I haven't been confident when I was a kid, when I was a teenager and stuff like that. So I didn't gain my confidence until probably, I would say, my early 20s. That's when I started working on my confidence and gaining my confidence. My nail is snagging. So I would say my early 20s is when I started noticing that I was fully grown into my confidence. But I started working on my confidence when I was in high school. I think my last year in high school or my junior year in high school. So I think I was like 17, 18-ish. So that is when I started, wanting to be confident, because I remember, like, this sounds so cliche and it kind of sounds like, oh, that don't sound real, but this is like real life. When I was in school, when I was in high school, actually, one day I literally was like, I'm tired of like worrying about what other people are saying about me, worrying about what they thinking about me and all this X, Y, and Z. And I was just like, I don't care. I don't care no more. I'm tired of caring. So literally after that day, I just stopped caring. I just stopped caring and worrying about what other people are thinking about me, what other people are saying about me. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to still be me and still, but most of the time when I was getting bullied in school, it was because of my albinism. And that was like really taking a toll on me when I was in school, especially like in elementary, middle school, and things like that. And then one day I was just like, I'm not going to be able to change that. I'm not going to be able to change me having albinism. I'm not going to be able to change that. So I need to stop worrying about why this person is saying this, why this person is, what if this person is thinking this and this and this. So I just stopped, caring about that. So that was in high school. So I was like around, like I said, 16, 17. No, I know, not 16. I was insecure. 17 or 18, around that time. So that is when I started feeling, the need to work on my self-confidence and my self-love. Ooh, that puff look good. It do, and I ain't pick it out yet. Okay. Like I said, if I'm missing y'all comments, please excuse me. Leia is going to work on these people. If you want to be a moderator and you're subscribed to my channel, please come forward. We have Leia in here in the chat. She doing what she need to do. She working hard. She working hard. If you want to be a moderator, come forward. Yes, I think everybody got to learn to build a shell. That too, but at the same time, we also need to, put the people accountable. Like, leave people alone. Leave people alone. But yeah, so when I was 17, 18, that's when I started, stop caring about what people are thinking about me, saying about me. Because number one, I ain't never gonna see these people ever again. I was in high school at that time. So I was like, most likely I'm never gonna see y'all again in my life. That's that. So why are you projecting yourself on me and I'm not gonna see you ever again? So I'm like, that is how I move through life now. Even though the internet is the internet, it's a different story, but I don't care. I'm like, people would say crazy stuff on the internet, but I'm like, you're not gonna see me in real life and say that. You're not gonna see me in day-to-day life and say that. So yeah. Okay. Let me make sure that nobody came forward. If you said you wanted to be a moderator, please come forward. I feel like I probably missed the comment. Because Leia is actually, she putting in that work. She's putting a lot of people in timeout. Good job, Leia. Good job. What is this? Reshade Turks? Are you asking to be a moderator? Can I be a moderator? Ellie, yes, you can be a moderator. And okay, just gonna be y'all three. So Reshade Turks, add as a moderator. It's gonna be y'all three today, so we can get these trolls out of here. And Ellie, we're gonna do that. Oh, I forgot my water. I should have brought my water in here. Okay, so we got 3 mods. That's it. Nobody else can be a mod. But anywho, but yes, that's basically the start of my journey of self-confidence and self-love is when I was in high school, because I was just like, I just was exhausted of trying to, how can I say, not fit in, but trying to make sure, how can I say, worrying about what other people are thinking about me. And that's another thing that I live by today is stop worrying about what other people are thinking about you, because that's none of your business. If he think I'm ugly, okay. If she think my hair look like this, that's none of my business. As long as I like it, as long as I'm feeling good, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. So those are like 2 things that I really still live by to this day as almost a 30-year-old. Because like I said, basically half of my life, I did not have confidence at all. And it was a struggle, but you know, it comes with the territory because I have albinism as well. So people will literally pick on people that look different, which is insane to me because I'm like, nobody want to look the same. I am happy with who I am. I'm happy with the way my hair looks, my skin looks, my lips, my nose, everything. So that is one thing. If you're struggling with confidence, you have to put that in your head, is to stop worrying about what other people are thinking about you, because that is none of your business. Just worry about what you are thinking about yourself. Worry about your inner thoughts, making sure you are good. Don't talk down to yourself. Do things that make you feel happy. Do things that make you feel beautiful. That is another reason why I went, well, one of the reasons why I went natural. I got many reasons why I went natural. But one reason was I was tired of my hair looking burnt and crusty. I had a perm up until I was in, I want to say up until I was in 9th grade, I had a perm. And my hair was not the healthiest. It was looking bad. It was it was like burnt, crusty, fried, thin. So it was not looking good at all. So when I was embarking onto my journey and self-discovery and like, you know, trying to find myself and self-love, I was like, I don't want to have burnt, crusty, thin hair anymore. So I want to transition and go natural. So that was one big piece of me growing my confidence and me going into my self-discovery phase. I went natural, I think in 10th grade. So like 2 years before I, you know, was like, I don't care what other people think anymore. So that is one reason, one big reason, is to find something you love about yourself and just keep working on it. Keep pouring into that. AKA me wanting to do my hair, making sure my hair, you know, is the best it could be. And it is. Let's see. So after I graduated high school, that was when I was 17, 18. I went into college, and like I said, I'm still working on my confidence and trying to find who I was. I went to an art college. I went to the Art Institute of Atlanta, and I went for illustration and design. So me going to an art college, it had a lot of, you know, creative individuals there. There was photographers there, fashion designers there, X, Y, and Z. Excuse me, y'all. I have like mucus, and I should have brought my water in here. But yeah, so I went to art school. So when I went there and got enrolled, I was still wanting to do like a little bit of modeling as well to help me with my self-confidence. So that was a perfect opportunity because I went to an art school. And when I went, I had a lot of photographers wanting to take pictures of me, you know, be like, oh, you're beautiful. We would love you for, you know, take a picture for a project that was for their class and all that stuff. So I was able to have that opportunity to work with a lot of students that were in photography and fashion students as well, fashion designer students. So that really helped me with my confidence as well. Even though at that time I know I was, pretty and beautiful. And it's okay to call yourself pretty and beautiful. You can go in the mirror and be like, girl, you look good. I don't know why people think that's like being cocky or conceited. Like, that's weird to me. Just say you beautiful. If you think you beautiful, you beautiful. So yeah, like I said, I'm sorry if I'm missing y'all comments. I'm just trying to make sure I stay on task today because sometimes I be getting sidetracked. But yeah, if you're beautiful and you feel like you're beautiful, tell yourself that. That's one thing my grandma did when I was younger. I remember she would do my hair and she'd be like, go in that mirror and say you beautiful. Go in that mirror and you're beautiful. So I remember that. And that stuck with me to this day. Yeah, self-love. Self-love. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people, especially in this day and age, because we got the internet, and that's a whole nother level. A lot of people, it's a secret. A lot of people on the internet, they don't love themselves. They don't have self-confidence, and they will project that onto the people that were brave enough to put themselves out on the internet. I'm sorry if I'm whispering, but I hope you hear me, okay? I hope you hear me for real. But but yeah, so like I said, got into college. I was able to, build my confidence even more. Doing a little bit of modeling. I did a little bit of modeling when I was in high school, but at that time, like I said, I didn't really have like that self-confidence. So me being in my early 20s, beginning to build it, it really helped. Um, what else? So after I graduated college, I should say, I graduated in 2019. I still have to, I feel like, how can I say? You still have to work on your confidence every day. Continue to grow, continue to like find that self-love within yourself and continue to nurture that. So I'm still doing that. Obviously, like I said earlier in the stream, it's different on the internet. Like, how can I say? It's different nowadays compared to how I grew up, basically. If you're somebody like a kid, like if you're 16 years old, because that's when I know for sure and picked up that I was insecure was when I was 16. If you're 16 years old now on today's internet, it's like, it's kind of a different level because people on the internet, they just be saying whatever. They be just saying whatever. So you're 16. Okay, well, this live is for you because when I was 16, I was very insecure, and that's when I started noticing it. You're 16 too, lad? Okay, well, the best advice I could give, other than the advice I just gave, because y'all, like, growing up at this time of day, I could say it's different. I could say, I don't want to say it's harder, I could say it's different because we have the internet. And like I said, people say whatever. But the best advice I could give and the best advice I could share, because this is how I move through life, but at the same time, I'm almost 30 years old, so I've had time to, know myself. Don't care what people say on the internet either, because at the end of the day, you're not going to see them. At the end of the day, I could literally just block somebody. Boom. That's it. So you have to really build that self-confidence. Like, I've been on the internet since doing like just putting myself out there on the internet since 2018. And once I started getting a lot more traction to my page, obviously we got the trolls coming in hard and heavy, ready to nuck if you book. But we had the trolls coming in hard and heavy. And I'm just like, you can't bully somebody that's already secured in themselves. You wasting your time. You wasting your time. So I'm just like, you might want to just either leave on your own or just get blocked. It's just that simple. It is just that simple. I wish I brought my water in here, but I don't want to get up and go get it because that's rude. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. What happened? Never let anyone in the world make you feel less than your worth. Correct, Richard. Correct. Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't believe that. I'm 28, but a lot of people be like, "Girl, you're not 28. You're like 19." I'm like, "Girl, I already lived that life." Girl, y'all want me to go get water? I wish I could pause the live. My background is a mess. My background is a mess, girl. You're beautiful. Who cares who cares what people say? Exactly. Stop caring what people say. That would literally stress you out. And especially if it's something like, the thing is, like I said, people who make fun of people, they are insecure. They do not love themselves. They want to project their negative insecurity onto you because they see that you're confident. They see something within you that scares them. They wish they had confidence. That is why people say crazy stuff. That is the main reason and the main root. Like somebody just said, ew. Okay. Okay. But I'm just like, at the end of the day, stop worrying about what other people are saying about you. I'm not no therapist. I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm just somebody that's just speaking experience. Disclaimer. Let me go get some water though, because I do not want to have a coughing attack. So excuse my background. Let me make sure my address ain't exposed when I get up. Give me like 2 seconds. I hope my address ain't exposed nowhere. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Girl, it's hot. I had to turn the air on too. It is hot in this house. It's their parents' fault. They weren't taught about self-love. Well, I wouldn't say that either, because like I said, my grandma and my parents, I was raised in a very supportive family, and my family will always encourage me to, say that you're beautiful, encourage me and try and pour into me. But at that time when I was younger, I didn't think I was pretty. I didn't think I was beautiful. I thought I was horrendous. I thought I was ugly. All these things. So it literally starts within you. If you feel like you're tired of worrying about what other people are thinking about you, tired of X, Y, and Z, start working on your self-love. Start caring about yourself. I'm catching up on the comments, y'all. And I went outside today. It's probably the pollen too. Girl, listen. If we got trolls in here, do not worry about the trolls. They need to hear this message. But if they talking crazy, boot them out of here, Leia. Boot them out of here. Who else is a moderator? Leia is putting in that work. We got 2 other moderators. I hope y'all still in here. Girl. But yeah, Leia, she's putting in that work. Okay. So you have albinism, Leia. Uh-oh. Let me read what you were saying. Oh, wow. They think you 20 years old? Girl. You better tell them you 16. Yeah, boot them out of here. Boot them out of here. But yeah, we got 2 other moderators. I hope y'all, we got Ellie and Ra. I think it's Ra Shay Turks. Is y'all still here? Because if not, we gotta put some more, we gotta get somebody else up in here. Because Leia, she putting in the work. She booting people out. Okay, you still here? Okay. I had to make sure you was still here. Girl. But yeah, so I would say, let me read. I'm 40 years old. Black woman with albinism, and the way I grew up shaped me as well. Yes. And the thing, let me touch on this too. When I was in college, there was, so usually when I go to school, like albinism is so rare. So I'm usually the only person in a place that has albinism. At my college, there was one girl, I remember her name to this day. Her name was it Rain? I feel like her name was Rain, but I don't know if that was her friend name. One of their names was Rain, and she had albinism. She was I think she was a freshman when I was a sophomore in college. And this had triggered me so bad that I like had to talk to somebody, and I was like crying. But this triggered me because I'm just like, it brought me back to when I was a teenager and when I was struggling with my confidence. Somebody was the thing that made me irate was, we are in college. When you're in college, you're sometimes adult. You're over the age of 18. So I'm like, she had said, she wasn't telling me, but the person I was talking to, the counselor or whatever, because we had albinism, so they was trying to connect us. But she was telling them that somebody in her class was bullying her and talking crazy to her, which I thought was crazy because I'm like, we're in college. This ain't middle school, elementary, high school. We're in college. And somebody was picking on her. And that triggered me so bad that it just brought me back to when I was 16 years old and getting picked on. And it just brought me to tears because I'm like, she shouldn't have to go through that. And the thing is, before she got to that school, I was already there. So I was the only person with albinism. I'm like, I wish she would come and bully me at my big age. I don't condone violence. I don't condone violence. But I don't know what was been said. Because the way I got a smart mouth, somebody's feelings would have got hurt. I control my smart mouth. It comes from my family. Because we all got smart mouths. We're all funny. So I control my smart mouth on the internet, though. Because the internet is a whole nother thing. But yeah, it just blew my mind. Because I'm like, we're in college. And you're bullying somebody because they have albinism. Are you crazy? I wish I would have found out who it was. I don't condone violence. I do not condone violence. I just wish I knew who that was that did that. But yeah, that was insane to me. April, you're funny. The moderators, we got to get these people out of here. We got to boot these trolls out. We got to boot these trolls out. I'm trying to read the comments where people are asking questions. College sometimes has more immature people than elementary school. It's crazy. Like, what in the Benjamin Button? LOL, the older someone gets, the less mature they are. Yeah. I'm like, girl, we are in college. And you're bullying somebody because they have albinism? That's wild. The thing, and this is crazy too. I'm going to do a video on this because every time I get on the internet, people always ask me, like, you know, if I had kids, would they have albinism? At the end of the day, I won't know that until I have a child. But the thing is, it's more common to carry the gene of albinism than it is to be born with albinism. So it just blows my mind that you're making fun of somebody with albinism, but you can be a carrier of the gene. Then you get with somebody else that has the carrier of the gene. You don't know. You don't know. Leia, you are doing phenomenal. Ray, Shay Turks, I see you. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting because I did my own research because I am going to do a video on this talking about, you know, when people with albinism have children, what their children look like. 9 times out of 10, they not going to have albinism, depending on who you are recreating with. If you get like a, what is it called? Genetic testing. That's what it's called. But yeah, it's more common to carry the albinism gene than it is to have albinism. I was reading online that 1 in 70 people carry the albinism gene, but the people that have albinism is like 1 in 17,000 or 1 in 20,000. I think that's in the US. But yeah, it's more common to carry the gene. So I thought that was funny. People like to be cracking jokes and stuff. So yeah, albinism has been around for years, centuries. I'm not the first, and I'm not gonna be the last. I'm the first in my family to have it, be born with it, I should say. But other than that, yeah. Yes, I have nystagmus. Everybody with albinism has nystagmus. Yeah, well, you're right too. What is it? Oh, it just jumped. The bot farm, I think that's what she was saying. Get the bot farms out of here and get the other trolls out of here. Yeah, albinism has been around for years. So get used to it. But yeah, I was reading online that is more common to carry the gene. And I thought that was like very interesting. Like, I'm still learning stuff to this day. I'm not no scientist. People always think I know all the answers. I don't know all the answers. I'm just like you. I was just born with albinism. I don't. Do you know why your hair is a certain color? Do you know why you look the way you look? Do you know why you have allergy? Like, do you know everything about your body? No. So I'm like, I'm not gonna know everything about mine. But I did do a research. We have 3 mods, C. Lindbergh. We have 3 mods. We got Leia, Ray, Shay, Turks, and Ellie, but we ain't see Ellie yet. I hope you're still in here. Did I go to Miller Grove? Yes, I did. Yeah, that girl, Ayana, albinism is the oldest known genetic disorder. Yeah, it's been around for centuries. But I always thought, I know it's not as common to be born with it, but like I said, I did research last week just because I wanted to talk about, when somebody with albinism has children, and genetic testing and things like that, because you can do a genetic test to see if you carry the albinism gene. And I came across that it's more common to carry the gene than it is to be born with it. And I thought that was insane. It said 1 in 70 people carry the gene, carry the genetic makeup for albinism. And I thought that was so interesting. I did not know that. I did not know that. Uh-oh, the comments are going so fast. I'm trying to read. Nope. Nope. How rare is it to be born with albinism, Richard? Or how rare is it to carry the gene? Like I said, it's 1 in 70 people that carry the albinism gene. But in order to be born with albinism, I think it's like 1 in 7,000 people. So like the difference is insane. But if you are like, and I'm not a genetic therapist, I don't know what the word is. I just be doing my research. But you can still have 2 parents. Obviously, my parents carry the albinism gene because I'm here, I'm living, I'm breathing. But I have a sibling as well. He doesn't have albinism. So the way genetics work is insane. It's insane. So it's a 50-50 chance that you can be born with albinism, even though if both of your parents carry the gene. I just think genetics is so interesting. I should have went to school in I don't know, biology or something. That should have been my major. I always thought science is so interesting to me. I'm in my 40s. I had a male friend in elementary school. He looked a lot like you. His mama never forgot me. She saw me grow up and have kids. That's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. Michelle. That's a cute story. I'm happy to offer to mod should I need additional help. Thank you, Samantha. Yeah, we got 3 mods today, so I think we should be fine. I'm just trying to read the comments that people are actually leaving instead of the trolls, because I'm just like, can y'all just filter them out? Because I'm trying to read. I used to work in a Catholic school. Hold up. I used to work in a Catholic, took the students to Mill Road on a trip. Oh, wow. That girl. What year was that? Are you talking about Middle Road middle or high school? Because I went to both. Middle school and high school. Brianna, yes. That's what I was saying. You have, I'm looking at your profile picture. It looks like you have albinism. You have albinism and both of your kids do not have it. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people believe just because, you know, we have albinism that our children will have albinism. That's not how it works most of the time, because it depends on the gene, the genetic makeup. Like if your partner does not have the albinism gene and you have albinism, then it could be a 50-50 chance, but most times your kids will just carry the gene. They won't have albinism. And I also heard that albinism skips generations, but I don't know if that's true or not, because I'm the only person in my family, in my entire family, and I have a huge family, hundreds of people, and it's just me that was born with albinism. So I'm not sure if that is true or not. But yeah, it just depends on genetics. You will never know until you birth the baby. You birth your baby, okay? Yeah, that is interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, it is. I still be researching. I'm still be researching till I'm old and gray, just to find out more information, because it just, because even though albinism has been around for years, there's still research coming out. People still doing research on it, trying to understand it more. Because I also, like growing up, I didn't really know much about it. I just knew it was a lack of melanin, and that, you know, we don't have the best eyesight. Then as I got older, doing my more research, I found out there's several types of albinism. You don't even have to have the fair skin, blonde hair. You can literally just have albinism in your eyes. I didn't know that when I was a kid. You can literally just have, I don't know what the technical term is. I think it's called ocular albinism, where it just affects your eyes. So your eyesight is not the best. It doesn't affect the melanin anywhere else on your body except for your eyes. I didn't even know that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, more and more research comes out. And that stems into the whole topic of this whole topic of self-confidence. Once you learn more about yourself, nobody can tell you nothing. People used to always tell me as a kid, you're not black, you're white, you're white. And then I started believing that. I'm like, well, how I'm white and my parents and my family black? I guess I'm white. No, girl, you ain't white. You fully black. You fully. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just need to learn about yourself. You don't even have to have albinism. Obviously, I'm going to talk about that because I have albinism. But you don't even have to have albinism. Just learn what you love, learn your strength, learn your weaknesses, and just love on you. Because then when somebody come out the blue that you don't even know from a can of paint telling you some like, oh, you this and this, you can just look at them crazy. Because I'm like, who are you to tell me that? Who are you? Insane. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Yes, Brianna, genetics are insane. And I think it's so interesting. Recessive gene. What does that word mean again? I used to be so good in my science class. But girl, I haven't been in school in years. So we're going to look it up right now. Recessive gene. A version of a gene that only expresses its trait when 2 copies of the gene are present. The person was asking if albinism is a recessive gene. Most likely, because both of your parents have to pass you the gene down in order for you to be born with albinism. Obviously, when I have kids, since I have albinism, I have the gene. So my kids will most likely have the gene. Alarm just went off. It's 6 o'clock. But my kids will have the albinism gene. Can y'all hear me? Sometimes when my alarm goes off, it cuts the sound out. Can y'all hear me? Yes, no. Okay. Okay. But yeah, when I have kids, they most likely will have the gene. You can't hear me, Evan? Everybody else said they could hear. But yeah, my kids will have the gene, but they might not have the physical aspects of albinism. So yes, both of your parents have to have the gene. Girl, you could get out live then. Let me be quiet. I'm like, I don't understand why people be scrolling and then be like, yeah, let me be quiet. You can get out the live. You're not bound to be here. Where I get your girl, I do my hair at the house. I do not let people do my hair. I do not let people do my hair. But yeah, all in all, I just think it's so interesting how genetics work. And I am going to do a video. I think I'm going to do a YouTube video and like a short as well, talking about, if what was, I don't know how I'm going to title it or how I'm going to do the video, but talking about when I have kids, will my kids have albinism? Most likely not, but excuse me, they will carry the gene because they mother got it. Okay. Oh my goodness. And come back. Okay, yeah, Michelle. She said those who cannot hear may want to back out the live and then come back in. It kind of resets sometimes. Because when my alarm just went off, sometimes it throws it off. So do what Michelle said, please. Come back in the live, go out and come back in. Thank you so much for having this conversation and educating. No problem. I try my best. That's one thing why I started to like put myself out there on the internet. When I was in college, I started my YouTube channel and all that stuff. Is because I didn't see a lot of people that look like me, and I just want to be there for somebody that was around my age and I was feeling insecure. If that makes sense. Like when I was 16, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I was very insecure at that time. So I was just like, dang. And I didn't really see a lot of people that look like me on the internet. I just knew one person, but she didn't do like a lot of beauty content. Her name was Tiffany, and her channel name was Born Yella or something like that. And she was on YouTube, but she wasn't like making consistent videos. But yeah, I was like, when I got that confidence, I was like, let me put myself out here, because that is one thing that is so important to me and near and dear to my heart is representation. And I'm so happy that there are so many more people out there with albinism that has gained that confidence and has put themselves out there as well on the internet. There's so many people on TikTok that have albinism, and Instagram and YouTube. So I'm just so happy. Like 10 years later, 12 years later, there's so many more people on the internet. Representation. I have a channel too called Simply Leia. Okay, Leia. Y'all follow Leia's YouTube channel. Thank you for being a mod. I'll keep you as a mod. I won't revoke your ranch, because I know last time I was on the live, we had 2 moderators, but I don't know if they were actually on my YouTube channel because I haven't seen them since. Uh-oh, hold on. Ayana, we in Beyonce video now. We coming up. Yes, girl. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that means. Some people just be in the chat just talking. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm tired. I just started working out. I told myself this year that I wanted to start getting more active because I don't want to get into my 50s and 60s and my knees aching, my back aching, this aching, that aching. So I'm like, I need to get it together while I'm young because I do not want that. Like Brian, you finally made it, girl. How you doing? I was about to get off. I'm gonna get off in like 10 minutes though, because I've only been on here for 45 minutes. I usually try and stay on for an hour, so I'm gonna get off in like 15 minutes. But yeah, so I started working out. My first workout day was last Tuesday, I want to say. No, last Wednesday. Last Wednesday. And I go with my friend Imani. Me and Imani, we've been friends since we were in third grade. We sisters, we family, okay? If you in here, Imani, shout out to you, girl. But yeah, we've been going to the gym. We are our workout accountability partners. Because I just knew if I was going to go to the gym, I need to have a partner because, I mean, even if Imani didn't go, my boyfriend would most likely go. But I just feel like I'll be more motivated when somebody's with me because I need to have that. But yeah, I started working out. My first day was last Wednesday, and then Monday this week, Wednesday this week, and then yesterday. Girl, I am sore. Like right here, I didn't even know we had a muscle right here. Sore as I don't know what. And I'm trying to make sure I stretch because I do not want to be stiff. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy working out. I used to play volleyball when I was in high school, and I really enjoyed that, like moving around and doing exercises and running the track. That was just, it just gave me energy. It was like I felt good. So once I stopped doing that after I graduated high school, I kind of just felt like, ugh, like over the years. So I'm happy to get back, you know, running and exercising and stuff. Now I'm not trying to be buff. I ain't trying to be no bodybuilder. And I'm not trying to lose weight. That's one thing I told they have personal trainers too at the gym that I go to, but you have to pay for it. They gave you like a trial run that was $10. So I told the personal trainer, I was like, I'm not trying to lose weight because I'm already tiny. My family, we just on my dad's side, we're just tiny or physique or not really big bone or anything like that. So I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to keep the weight that I have at least. I'm just trying to build some muscle, stamina, and strength. That's it. And tone a little bit. Are you tall? My cousin plays volleyball. I'm 5'4", so I'm just average height. But when I was in high school at the time, the volleyball team I was on, they had people shorter than me. So, all right, April, have a wonderful weekend. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna be on here for this thing keeps popping up for another 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I'm actually get off at 6:15. That's what I'm gonna do. So like 7 minutes. And like I said, I try and go live every Friday at 5 o'clock EST. So if you're free, I will always be here on live. I do want y'all to leave topics for the next live. This live was mainly focused on self-confidence and, finding yourself and things like that. So if you have any topics for the next live, make sure you leave it on. Well, I'm going to upload this as a playback. So once this is uploaded, go to this video and leave it under this video, what I should talk about in the next live. Excuse me. How old are you? When I be watching your videos, you've been 12 years old. Huh? You saying I look 12? How old are you? I'm 28 years old, but I didn't start YouTube until I was like 2018, so 18, 19, 22 years old. So I started my YouTube channel like 7 years ago. I was 22. It's so funny now that I'm getting older. It don't feel like what is 28 supposed to feel like? I don't know. Oh, you're 10 years old. Okay. Talk about surviving Atlanta. You are funny. 2 weeks and it's been different. Girl, I done lived here all my life. Girl, traffic is horrendous. I went to this strawberry farm. We were supposed to pick strawberries last Saturday, but they weren't ready, so we're gonna have to go another day. When I tell you, and I was the driver that day, okay? When I tell you, we encountered at least 6 people just that day that did not know how to drive and wanted to cause an accident. I got a dash cam, so I'm good regardless, okay? I'm good regardless, but yeah, people here, I don't know where all these people came from. I don't know where everybody came from in Atlanta. I don't know, but traffic is really, really bad. Really, really bad. So importance of whatever bothers you, then you naturally gain confidence. Tommy, I read that trying to improve confidence. I can see that. That's what I'm saying earlier in my live. Stop caring about what other people think about you because it's none of your business. And I remember hearing that on somebody's TikTok. They were saying what other people's thoughts about you is none of your business. They can think whatever. People have their own minds. They're going to think whatever. But it's none of my business. If you think I'm this, and this, that's your business. That got nothing to do with me. That don't got nothing to do with me. What is albinism? Albinism is a lack of melanin or pigmentation in the hair, skin, and eyes, but there's several forms of albinism, so everybody will look different. We got 8 lanes here in Atlanta. I don't know. At this point, it don't even matter. Traffic is everywhere. I remember as a kid, traffic would only happen at 5 o'clock. Now it don't even matter. It does not even matter. And it'll be like certain areas of the city that will be traffic heavy. It's everywhere now. It is everywhere from the north, south, east, west. It don't matter. That's why I said when I get ready to buy a house, I'm not gonna live in the city. I'm gonna be an hour away from the city. This is your first Kia. I'm about to get off, Kia. I'm about to get off in like 3 minutes. I come on live every Friday at 5 o'clock EST. Yeah, I don't care. Thank you, Donna. But yeah, I don't care about the trolls. I just skip on over that. I don't even know who they is. I'm not gonna see them ever in my life. Be respectful, please, because that's inappropriate. To pick me up from the airport, and it took yeah, that sound about right. From the airport to Dunwoody during traffic, and especially if you have to ride through downtown, that's about right. That's why when I get off a flight, sometimes I try not to get back during traffic time. Because I'm being that Uber for an hour. Oh, Abigail. I mean, it just, how can I say? When I was younger, it took me some time to like explain what albinism is, but since I get that question so much, it is a simple form, lack of melanin or pigmentation, affects the hair, skin, and eyes. There's different types, so everybody gonna look different. But it's gonna take some time though, because it literally took me years. But in reality though, like I don't get that question often. Like I went to the grocery store today. I just minded my business. If people minded their business, we went on with life. I got in my car, came back home. Like the internet literally like exasperates a lot of things. I just think it's so funny. And then like at the gym, when I'm at the gym, the personal trainer I have, he's a white, well, he's not my personal trainer, but if I wanted to hire him as my personal trainer, I could. But yeah, he's a white male, and he knew I was black. My friend, she doesn't have albinism. She black. So I'm just like, the internet exasperates everything. If that white man in real life knew I was black, I don't understand why people on the internet don't know. So I'm just like, the internet just, the people on the internet just go internet. But yeah, I'm about to get off of here in like 60 seconds. Like I said, I come on live every Friday, 5 o'clock EST, Eastern Standard Time. If you have any topics or ideas for topics for the next live, once this live is uploaded, please come back and leave it under the comments so I can make sure everything is there. Because once I upload this live, sometimes this live chat won't upload right away. But anywho, I'm about to go ahead and get off. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Hopefully this live was informative and helped somebody with their confidence and just, you know, overall informative live. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Be safe. And I will have an upload, YouTube upload on Sunday. So be looking out for that video. And I will see y'all next Friday. Bye-bye.